Bills since 1973. We are at Bills Stadium just south of downtown Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. And we are underway in Buffalo. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain there for the Bills.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And down inside the 15 he goes.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot, because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner out there.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Next to score, Bills 7, Jets nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackle there by Saran Neal out of Jacksonville State. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Matt Milano. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Uncorks one for Davis. It got his man complete. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. Their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run for it with Carter. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flush to his right. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. These two teams all tied after 1. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Throwing now is Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Zach Davidson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 27, Wilson. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Davis. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. On 3rd down, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
On play action, Allen. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This is fielded at the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
3 yards remain for second down. Here's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Wilson will throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Past the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with them down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw.
Touchdown, Bills! Stephon Diggs as the first half is winding down. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw going to be taken in by Cole. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Wilson to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Carter. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
To throw again is Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. And that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Wilson. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Play action. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Again, Wilson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Carter, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Do what we do. Way home for a Bills touchdown. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and it turns upfield. Pass on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's got Cole on the slant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. Touchdown! Elijah Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Allen off the play fake. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
59, check, 59. Got to do better.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. This one brought in by Sternberger. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On 1st down, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Flushed out right. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd and 10. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for this sweep here in Buffalo. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bills are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Breida on a toss left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd and inches, Allen.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Oh, he bowls over it. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll run with Carter. Carter, a first down and more. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bills, they do get that 10th win of the year as they finish up at 10-7 overall. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season.